Hi guys, it's Tiffany. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a full face of e.l.f. as you can tell by the title. And this is the look that I achieved. Some of these products are new and I haven't tried them out before, so yeah, I have some new opinions to give out today. But overall, what do you guys think about the look? Let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell to join my little family. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So starting off, I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. You guys know I love this primer to death. I've literally hit pan on it. This is one of the best primers like ever. Like not even just best drugstore primer, this is just one of the best primers, period. This primer literally makes my pores disappear and it just smooths out my entire like canvas for makeup, and it also kind of leaves behind like a slight white cast, but I actually kind of like that because I find that it gets rid of any redness I have on my face. Alright, so for today I'm gonna skip foundation and I'm just gonna go in with concealer today, and I actually have two shades. I have medium sand, which is a little too yellow for me. It's not brightening enough, and this one is in the shade light peach, which works great, but sometimes it can be too light if I wear it without foundation, so I'm gonna mix these two. Oh, and this is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish. So love this concealer, super hydrating. So I think I'm gonna go in with light peach first, just because this one suits me better. I'm just gonna go like that. I used to think that I was like a neutral or sand or yellowish undertone, but I'm finding like peach undertones are working better for me. But I don't know, like it just has me so like confused now on what my undertone really is. So leave down in the comments what you guys think my undertone is, because I swore for the longest time it was like neutral. I usually go for neutral because I don't think my skin is too pink or too yellow. I am pretty much picking up new shades of all my concealers I currently have because I find them too yellow for me now, so I don't know. So I'm gonna put medium sand there. So here you guys can see medium sand is way too like yellow and like golden. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and use my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge, which is my current favorite at the moment, and blend this out. I feel like back then e.l.f. makeup, you know, was always like really affordable. Like that was e.l.f.'s thing. They were like super cheap and affordable, but like I didn't like their stuff back then because even though it was affordable, it was kind of like crappy makeup. But now that makeup's like this whole new world and everybody's really good at makeup, e.l.f. products are like one of the best drugstore products now. Like they've really stepped up their game from like way back then before makeup was like a really big thing. But yeah, just wanted to say that really quick because I am like obsessed with e.l.f.'s products. And now I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Putty Blush in the shade Tahiti. This is one of my favorite blushes and favorite shades. I have 3 of these putty blushes and they're just so good. So I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. This is the best brush for the putty blushes and just any cream blush in general. And it just blends them out and makes the application so smooth and seamless. Like look at how fast this is blending. And look at how natural and effortless that was. It's so pretty. Alright, so now for setting powder, I'm going to be trying out a new product. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. Everybody raves about this powder and I've never tried it out before. I picked up the shade Light, so we will see. It looks a little light for me, but I do enjoy a brightening powder because I only set the center of my face, not my entire face. So I thought maybe it would work. I like the packaging on the inside though because it comes with this little like shifter so you don't have so much product falling out. Gotta get rid of the creases first. I usually set first before I look at what the finished product is. I don't know why. Okay, so first impressions, it's kind of like emphasizing the texture underneath my eyes and on my nose and on my chin. So not really too crazy about that. It's making my skin look very dry, so I'm kind of disappointed. Everybody was hyping up this powder, but it just isn't sitting very pretty on my skin. Like my skin just looks very dry. Moving on, I'm gonna go ahead and add a powder blush and a highlight using the e.l.f. Bite Size Duo in the shade Pomegranate. I love these bite size duos. I actually haven't used this one yet. I had the shade Lychee and I like that one a lot. So we're gonna try this one today. This is like a really deep plum pink, so I think it's gonna be gorgeous. Oh yeah, this is really pretty. Like a really unique plum pink. And then for highlight, just gonna use the one in this Bite Size Duo. These ones are really blinding, and they kind of emphasize texture, so that's why I don't really like using them that much. Oh, this piece of hair won't go away. But yeah, they emphasize my pores and texture, so I don't really like the highlighters in this palette. I much prefer a really subtle highlight that kind of looks very seamless and effortless, and it's more of a sheen rather than like a glow. So I don't have an e.l.f. bronzer. I used to have the bronzer quad palette, but I don't know where that went. So I just went in with my butter bronzer. So for eyes, I'm going to use my e.l.f. Instant Lift eyebrow pen in the shade Deep Brown, and then go in with my e.l.f. Wow Brow in the shade Brunette, but I'm going to quickly do this off camera because it's boring. Okay, brows are done, so I'm going to go ahead and prime my lid with my e.l.f. Eyeshadow Primer. I don't really know if this works or not. It's like $2 or $3 at the drugstore, so it kind of just makes my eyes like matte, if that makes any sense. Yeah, when I feel it, it doesn't have like a tackiness to it. It just has like a really soft matte feeling. So I guess it kind of just makes your eyeshadow blend out better. I don't know. Anyways, moving on to eyeshadow. I actually picked up this e.l.f. Rosegold Sunset palette. I wanted to use my Bite Size eyeshadow palettes, but I always use those because I love them so much. So I wanted to branch away from that and just do something different because I don't want to keep using the same products. So I actually picked this up at TJ Maxx for $3.99, and these originally retail for $10. So I was like, what a steal. This is a gorgeous palette. And here's just a close-up of what it looks like. It is so pretty. And I think I'm going to start off by going in with this like pinky mauve color all over my lid as my transition color. Very excited to see how these eyeshadows perform because I've never used these palettes before. Ooh, so far so good. It's like kind of sheer, but I like that because I find that when things are sheer, it's more natural looking and easily blendable and buildable. So I really like it when eyeshadows are sheer like this. Okay, now I'm going to go into this dark brown. I'm going to put that on the outer part of my eye. As I have said before, I do like the same eyeshadow look every single time. I'm so sorry, I'm not creative enough. I just prefer my makeup very natural. Okay, so this one I can tell right off the bat, it's kind of the same thing. So this is very like sheer, but very buildable. And it's blending very nice. So, and then I'm gonna take this one right here and I'm gonna use a brush and kind of like sweep this over my entire lid just because I want like a little bit of shimmer going on, but not too much. Oh, this is actually kind of pigmented. This is going on really well with the dry brush. Wow. Now for mascara, I'm going to go with their new mascara. This is the e.l.f. Lash It Loud Volumizing Mascara. I tried this a while back and I don't remember my thoughts on it. So I haven't used this in a long time. So we will see what I think about it today. Okay, so first impressions, it's really good. Now you know why I liked it, because this is very lengthening and separating. It separates all your lashes while making them look super long. It doesn't really curl them all that much, but it's not bad. I have really weak lashes, so if you have really long, beautiful lashes, this will probably look beautiful on your lashes. But I just thought I would also mention that this reminds me a lot of my Glossier Lash Lick. Like, they're giving the same effect, but the only difference is that this is a little bit more volumizing, just a little bit, and this is a little bit more wet. The Glossier one is kind of dry, unless my mascara is just dried out. I don't know. I want to pick up a new one because I'm unsure about whether or not it's just the formula that's dry or if it's like actually drying out, if that makes sense. So after multiple coats, I actually feel like my lashes are curled pretty well, so that's good. But moving on to lips now, I'm gonna go ahead and use my e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss in the shade Mocha Twist. This is a beautiful gloss. I love this gloss. Alright, so here is the gloss. It is so pretty. I haven't used this gloss in so long. The plumping effect, it kind of stings, but it's like nothing too crazy. But yeah, overall this gloss is shiny, comfortable, beautiful color. So yeah, 10 out of 10. Alright guys, so that was my full face of e.l.f. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one.